Hello everyone! In today's video we're going to be changing the screen for this laptop, which is the Asus TUF F15. Here's the model number, TUF F1506LH, etc. Now for this laptop, the first thing we need to do is make sure that it is turned off, and then we take out the power plug, and then we start working on it. Any modifications that I do, or any repairs that I do, I always take out the battery. Even if it's external, that would be great. If it's internal, I would have to open it up and just unplug the battery from the motherboard, just to be safe. I don't want to be, touching anything and then something happens. And most likely, if there's a spark or anything like that, you can damage anything like RAM, the CPU, you can damage the GPU, you can damage the motherboard internally, and so we don't want that to happen. So that's the reason I always take out the battery before doing any repairs or doing any modifications. So after turning off my laptop and taking out the charging plug, we're going to be taking off the back casing of this laptop. Now, the back casing has a few screws, as you can see here, and also a screw in the middle. Don't forget to take out the screw in the middle. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to come back and show you the inside. Now, after taking out all the screws from the back of the casing, all you gotta do is just gently pry it, and it's all like clipped on. So if you can see here, as I'm trying to lift it up, it has clips, so it just pops off, as you can see here. It pops off. So we're going to put that aside. And now, this is the inside of this laptop. As you can see here, I did take out the battery beforehand because I was doing a few modifications. Now, it just goes in here, right? All you got to do is just pull it out, and it just comes out, like so. That is for the battery. What it says is BAT con. So that is for the battery plug-in. Now the second step is to take out, for the screen, for changing the screen, you need to take out this right here, which is very simple. All you got to do is pull this flap up, okay, and then take it off. Now we're just going to remove it and put it on the side here. So that right here it just connects the motherboard to the screen. So you got to make sure that's unplugged before putting on the new screen. Okay. Now for the next step, now what you need to do now is basically take off the screws, which is 2 here and 2 here, for the hinges. These are the hinges which are connected to the screen bezel here. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So now that's done. All we need to do is lift these up slightly. There you go. There you go. And disconnect the base from the laptop. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna put that right here. And as you can see here, it's the screen. All right. Here's the screen that we purchased from laptopscreens.com. The link is below in the description if you want to purchase any screen. It's a very fast and simple process. And as you can see, they package it really well, so it doesn't, get any damage. Here it is. Alright, here's the screen, which we took off, and it's just the screen and the actual, the clip-on plastic. First thing we need to do to take off this plastic, we need to actually take off this and this one, because there's 2 screws in here. So that's what we're gonna do now. Alright, since we took out the 2 screws, now we can proceed to basically take off the plastic, which is clipped on as well, just like the back casing of this PC. Now we're just gonna if you want to be replacing the hinges, as you can see, they have 2 other screws. If your hinge is basically broken or busted or whatnot, that's another way to change them. Buy new ones and then just unscrew them from the frame of the screen here and just put new ones. So yeah. And this is the cable that was connected to the motherboard that we took out. Yeah. Now, this screen doesn't have screws that's screwed on to the plastic here. It's actually adhesive or glue that is underneath the screen that is attached to the plastic. So as you can see here, you can see a little bit of the tape or glue, and all you gotta do is just roll that up and it will just detach from the screen. So what I'm gonna use is a flat screwdriver and just twirl it up, and it will just gently come off the plastic. Alright, it's all off now. Now we need to do that to the other side, but I'm not going to do the same thing on the other side for the video. I'm not going to show you it. Okay, so we took off the tape or adhesive glue type thing from underneath the screen. Now all we gotta do is just lift it up. Be careful, be gentle. And then we're just gonna flip it this way. And as you can see here, there's a cable. And this cable is connected to the screen. And there's that black cable that we disconnected from the motherboard, which is connected to each other. So we're gonna just pull this down and it just disconnects. Now this tape right here, this tape is usually taped on to the screen. So you just have to take it off and then disconnect this cable. As you can see, this cable right here, this cable right here, it is basically connected to this cable over here, which we took off from the motherboard. It does not work because the black light, it does not turn on, so the screen will stay black. Alright, so yeah, this is the old screen. Now we're just gonna get the new screen and put it in, install it. Alright, so now we're just gonna reconnect this connector with the new screen. Just gently pushing, and it is now connected. I'm just gonna put this tape here. Okay, and that's it. Next, we're gonna put a little bit of tape here, double-sided tape that I also purchased from laptopscreen.com, which is in the box, yep. So we're just gonna put some double-sided tape here, adhesive, and then we're just gonna put on the screen and gently, you know, touch it down, push it down gently, and so it can be stuck onto the plastic here. So the tape thingy looks something like this. Open it up. And I'll take one for now. Sticky. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here. Now, when you put your tape on the plastic, what you want to do for this type of tape is just hold this down. Okay, now that we put the adhesive glue, tape, whatever you want to call it, in the back of the screen and gently pushing on the screen. Now there's this which we need to remove, which is a protective film. Okay. It's looking good so far. Now, for this cable, there are kind of some sort of placement that they did here, so it doesn't get caught in any way. Right? So we're just gonna follow that. Like so. Right? As you can see, there's like a path that we're following. Okay. And this goes here, yep. And it's good. Now all we gotta do is put the plastic back on top of the screen here and redo the screwing and all that stuff. So now we put in the 2 screws that we're supposed to put back in here. And also I put in the plastics that were there that we took out as well. Now all we have to do now is rehinge the screen onto the motherboard. Okay. Now this is the motherboard. We put it back here. These are where the hinges go. Right about here. So the battery is over here. So we are looking at the hinges. Battery is over there. Hinges are here. We're beside the fans and the cooling. So we're going to put them here. We'll take this back here. Now, we're going to flip it like that. Okay? This is the back side of the screen. And we're going to gently... The wire needs to be basically underneath right here. There's like a spot for it. And then we're gonna nicely and gently place it where it's supposed to be, right? We don't want to force it too much because there's spots where it just holds on a bit, right? Okay, now we'll just put in them screws. Okay, and now what we're going to do is connect this connector right here to where it's supposed to go, which is right here, and then close the flap. Yeah, and that's all. Now you've connected the new screen onto the motherboard. And the battery, we're going to reconnect the battery, which is like so. Very simple, don't be too hard on it. Just gently pull it in and it should connect. Okay, that's it. Very simple. Now we just gotta put on back our back plastic panel. Right? We're gonna gently push down. Okay. And we're gonna close this thing here. We're gonna give it a couple of minutes. And there we go.